Hi, I'm Dr. Pauline Taylor, one of the founders of Pet Central in Hong Kong, where we offer 24 hours veterinary care from the heart and a one-stop shop for all things pets. We're here to present to you our latest and most exciting offering, especially for vets, Vets Central. Vet Central is for vets, by vets. Vet Central is a US registered company with a vision to evolutionize veterinary care and empower vets around the world. We're now bringing this to China. Vet Central brings together a total solution approach with a powerful new suite of online services exclusively from Vet Central. And this will enable vets to provide a full range of veterinary services, increase revenue, reach a greater market, grow your business globally, and bring it to a whole new level. TeleVets lets you connect with vet specialists from around the world through live video chat. And that gives you a more in-depth discussion in real time, even during a surgery. Vet Central will offer online courses or classes for vets, veterinary technicians, nurses, assistants to assist in continuing professional development with greater opportunities for the rest of their lives. Vet Central Digital Media, first, it enhances and adds value to your client's experience in your clinic with special pet edutainment programming on screen as they wait for you.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Dr. Josie， 我来自台湾，从国立台湾大学毕业，并且完成了我的外科住院医师训练。在工作上，我专长于一般外科手术以及骨科手术。至今我已经有接近9年的临床工作经验，并且在1年前来到香港加入 Pet Central 的大家庭。很荣幸今天有这个机会为大家介绍 Vet Central 的线上兽医系统。在 Vet Central 线上，我们可以提供专业的视讯兽医咨询服务，及时解答您的疑问。此外，我们还提供线上的实验室诊断服务，让您能够得到来自世界各地的临床诊断资源。而 Vet Central 提供的线上药店、零售店及多媒体资源系统，更能帮助您扩展您的服务业务范围。欢迎您注册加入 Vet Central 线上系统，希望将来能有更多与您交流合作的机会。谢谢。
你是否在寻找专家的意见？ Vet Central 不仅仅提供线上兽医会诊，还有专家演讲、工作坊等服务。来自以色列的兽医学心脏科专家 Dr. Dan Ohad 透过 Vet Central 的平台在香港举行演讲及工作坊，促进两地知识交流。更多的专家在 Vet Central 独家的 TeleVet 平台为你提供支持，实时视频聊天，实现深入的兽医咨询及会诊。一起来看看 Dr. Peter Vogel 的例子吧。
Hi, Dr. Vogel. I'm presented with an 8-month-old miniature poodle with a right forelimb mid-shaft fracture of the radius and ulna. I would like to ask your opinion on what are the best options to treat this fracture.
So you have several options. If you look here at your radiograph, you have a transverse fracture of the radius and ulna, and you have a reasonable amount of bone above and below. So the primary recommendation for fixation would be reduction and fixation with the plate and screws. Alternatively, you could consider some form of external skeletal fixation, either a biplanar external skeletal fixator or a circular external skeletal fixator, both of which would work well. The third option would be just to go with external coaptation. However, in this type of fracture, the risk of non-union or malunion is fairly high.
The client is budget concerned as well as working most of the time, so she would like to treat this fracture with the least complication. What is the most sensible option for this?
So you have two ways to go. As far as budget-wise, an external fixator is going to be less expensive than plate and screws. However, if you want something that's more set it and forget it, then I would recommend plate and screw fixation. An external fixator is going to require some effort on the client's part as far as cleaning pin tracks and making sure everything stays okay, whereas with the plate and screws, they can pretty much just leave well enough alone.
As you see from the X-ray, there is a fracture in the radius as well as the ulna. Do we need to fix both the radius and the ulna?
So the weight-bearing bone of the forearm is the radius. The ulna is just a lever arm. And so once the radius is adequately stabilized, the ulna will heal just fine on its own.
And what equipment is needed for the surgery?
So what you're going to need to have is appropriately sized reduction forceps, as well as, if we're talking about plate and screws, you need obviously a drill, the appropriately sized plate and screws. As far as an external fixator, ideally a positive profile threaded pins, or you could get away with smooth pins. And if we're going the circular fixator route, then all we need are K-wires. Again, you're going to need a drill of some sort for all of these types of fixation.
Can you walk us through the procedures of doing the surgery?
You absolutely can do that. If you would like to schedule a time for me to assist you, all you need to do is to go to our website, and I can send you that link right now. And what you do is just schedule a block of time that I have open, and I can be there with you and walk you through this step by step.
How often do we need to recheck this dog, and what sort of complication do we need to be prepared of?
A little bit depends on how we go about and repair this fracture, but typically you're looking at suture removal in about 10 days, and then we just do x-rays every 3 to 4 weeks until this fracture is healed. As far as complications, one of the things that can occur is resorption of the bone under a plate and screws, or with extremely heavy external coaptation. So what I would recommend is that we go with an appropriately sized implant and just a light splint postoperatively for 2 to 3 weeks. We certainly can see infection. If we do get an infection that's involving an implant, we need to treat that with oral antibiotics until the fracture is healed, and then that implant will need to be removed. If we don't have good owner compliance, certainly we can have bent plates, broken screws, things like that. As far as an external fixator goes, they're all, again, similar complications. However, we can see pin tract infections developing. Again, we just treat those with antibiotics and maintenance around the pins until the fracture is healed, and then we remove the implants.
Thank you very much, Dr. Vogel.
Hello, this is Kurt. Kurt, thanks for helping out with this. So I've got the slides here on the screen. Can you see them okay?
Yes, I can. So I'll just get you to scan around a little bit at low power.
Move up a little bit and focus. Okay, can we, in that section up top right, can we go to high power? Do you want me to go to oil?
Yes, please.
Yeah, so all of the cells I'm seeing here are medium to large lymphocytes.
You can just scan around in that area a little bit more.
They're monomorphic, they've got deeply basophilic cytoplasm, and they've got a big ugly nucleus with a couple of prominent nucleoli. And if you could just scan backwards and forwards a little bit. Yeah, we've got some atypical mitotic figures. Look, this is an open shut case of large cell high grade lymphoma. There's not really any doubt about the cytology, so I think we can proceed to treatment on the basis of this cytology. So this cat has a mural intestinal mass and is unwell, so I guess we're looking at stage 5B. What do you suggest we do with this afternoon before you get back tomorrow?
Is this cat eating?
Poorly. And on the ultrasound, did you find just the one lump, or were there multiple lumps? There was a single intestinal mass. There were some enlarged nodes as well, moderately enlarged. In that case, I think this cat is a candidate for surgery as well as chemotherapy. So the surgery would help with getting the cat some immediate relief and get a surgical remission, and then we need to follow up with chemotherapy. Now this cat's probably got a better prognosis because of that, but I can sit down with the owner and talk her through it tomorrow. But yeah, if you could prep her for surgery, I'll also be wanting to place a feeding tube, and then we'll be following with chemotherapy.
Alright, that's great. We'll follow that up today, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, good. See you tomorrow.
Hi, I'm Bunny. You may be curious what will I do while waiting in the clinic?
And the answer is watching Vet Central digital media.
We're here to tell you about some exciting news about an all-in-one solution for vets and vet clinics, Vet Central. The Vet Central digital media is a well-rounded TV channel that brings you education, entertainment, and everything for a pet owner or a pet parent.
Our founder, Dr. Pauline Taylor, aims to meet the challenge of this global surge in pet care and pet welfare at home and abroad.
As vets, we can advise our clients what's best for their pets at different stages in their life cycle. And if we can't advise them and help them ourselves, we can at least direct them to the best people in these services they may need, like grooming or training or further veterinary care.
So welcome to our channel and enjoy the show.
Hi, I'm Dr. Pauline Taylor. Welcome to our veterinary question and answers. We have a great question today, especially for Dr. Kurt Verkeis. Dr. Kurt will answer this question.
It's a really interesting question. The short answer, of course, is that we don't know, because we can't check whether a cat knows the definition of a word or knows how to figure out what words mean. But we can get some insight from the natural behaviour of cats, from dogs and from other animals. In the case of dogs, we know that they have a strong social structure and they relate to each other. So dogs care what other dogs in their pack or other people think about them, and if somebody calls them, they want to come over and be helpful. Cats don't have a pack structure. Cats are solitary animals, so we would expect them not to recognise their name, or if they do recognise it, not to care very much whether somebody's calling it or not. But what cats do recognise is opportunities for food or for play or for other benefits. And if you call your cat over for food, then he'll quickly recognise that the sound of his name means there's food coming out of the fridge.
Imagine that it's 3 a.m. and your dog has just come home bleeding and limping. Would you know what to do or where to go? Pet emergencies don't always happen at convenient times, and they can be very scary situations. At first glance, you might think you're in a typical human hospital. The doctors, nurses, and even the equipment look very familiar. But look at these patients, and you can see what sets this hospital apart. Pet emergency hospitals are now common in most cities, handling cases that range from gunshots to car accidents. These emergency rooms are a blessing to pets and their owners. And these all-night facilities help your family veterinarian get some rest because they need to run their own busy offices. These emergency rooms have to be prepared for any sort of emergency that may walk through the doors. Although injuries like broken legs and dog bites can be common, illnesses like canine parvovirus or feline kidney failure show up just as often. And ER vets all agree that the full moon means a busier night for the animal hospital team. A recent study showed that cats were 23% more likely to have a crisis during a full moon, and our dog friends were 28% more likely. A pet medical emergency can be a very scary thing, so it's good to know that the animal ER specialists stand ready to help even in the twilight hours. Animal ERs are an incredible help when you need them. I suggest you find out where the one is closest to you and put their contact information in an easy-to-find place so you can save valuable time in a real emergency. I'm Dr. Jim Humphreys reporting.
Finalists are Killy Ultimates! And they are against the Warrington Wizards!
We're all set for the Friday final. Killy Ultimas on the far side and Warrington untouchable so far on the near. Warrington Wizards in absolutely sparkling form here at Crufts 2018. Killy Ultimas from Kilmarnock in Scotland on the far side. And starting very well are Killy, but Warrington have eaten up that ground and they lead at the moment on the near side. Very, very quick quartet here. It's though just about with Killy on the far side. It's such a close one, this. Near side, though, watch it very closely. Warrington Wizards are going to win again. 1-2, the good are the Wizards. For me, the best team we've seen so far in the fly ball, Graham.
Yes, good effort there by Killy Ultimates. Great style. Turning before it actually reaches the box. Great style.
1-2 the Wizards on the near side. Killy Ultimates never been beyond the opening round. This is already their best ever performance then at Crufts. Can they strike back here? Can they become the first team this Friday to beat Warrington Wizards, who have been absolute fly ball perfection so far? Very ready, huge enthusiasm here. Wayne O'Rourke keeping good order out there, very clear signals as well. Are we ready? Yes, we are, and off we go. And look at the top on the near side for Warrington, so fast and a big lead already. This is going Warrington's way as well. Those Wizards are ruling at Crufts this Friday afternoon. Good quick turn, it's still with the Wizards. This is for 2-0. This is to be the Friday champions, and the Wizards are the champions. They are going to take some beating over the next couple of days, you trust me. Fine effort from Killy, who go through tomorrow, but they go through in the wake, trailing the Warrington Wizards.
Not only are they fast, Jim, but they're also very consistent. We've seen very few faults from the Warrington Wizards, which just gives them an immediate advantage over everybody else. If they can rely on 4 clean runs, absolutely fantastic.
Warrington Wizards then, Conor McLeod, Sean McDermott, Samantha Jones, Anne Alcock, Paul Asprey and Susan McDermott. Boxloader Dave Shackleton. Jubilation from them. Is their name on the trophy, we ask?
Clicker training is a popular method of teaching dogs various action cues and also of changing behaviour, how dogs react in different environments and different situations. And I'm going to show you how to begin the clicker process with your dog today. As you can see, I'm either hand feeding him treats or I'm throwing it on the ground and clicking just before he eats the treat. This is building up an association between the click sound and the food reward. Now some dogs pick this up, make the association quicker than others. So it really depends on your dog's progress, how many times you have to do this. You can see I'm not using the clicker like a remote control. I have the clicker behind my back so that I'm not using it like a remote control right in front of me, sticking it into the dog's face like I'm turning on a television, because I don't want the dog to get scared of the noise or of the object in my hand. You can build this up over a period of minutes, hours, or a few days. When you start teaching the dog to make the association between the click and the reward, I advise you to use your dog's food for this. Because if you feed your dog too many treats, you don't want your dog to put on weight and you don't want your dog to get sick. So the best thing is to use your dog's food you don't otherwise get in a meal to do this training. If your dog's not really motivated by the food that he eats at meal times, like it's just boring kibble, mix the kibble with something of higher value, like chicken. Good. When your dog has made the association between the sound and reward, you can then begin to teach him different action cues using the clicker. I'm waiting for him to put his bottom on the ground, and when he does, he's going to get the treat. As soon as he puts his bottom on the ground, I click and I treat him. Now I'm going to give the cue word to him as he's in the process of putting his bottom on the ground. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Now he's made the association between the word, the action, and the reward. I'm going to ask him to SIT and show you the whole process. Sit. Good boy. Sit. Good boy. Now he's getting used to the sound. I can use my clicker right close to me here, so I don't always have to have it behind my back. Good boy. You can use the clicker for any kind of action cue that you want to teach your dog. The reason why it's so good is this is a unique sound that is difficult to repeat in everyday life. It also is processed in the brain a lot faster than even your reward word. Clicker training is really great for shaping a particular behavior or a series of behaviors. So if you want your dog to, for example, sit, lie down, sit up, stand up, walk, go, you will be able to shape these behaviors by using the clicker. Clicker is also really useful for marking a change in behavior. So for example, if you've got a dog that's very nervous or is fearful of some kind of situation or stimulus, and then you suddenly see your dog relax in front of that stimulus that had previously been fearful of, that's when you can click and reward. So you're clicking and rewarding that change in emotion. This device is so powerful in so many ways, because it helps a dog learn, it helps a dog learn fast, and it helps change a negative emotion into a positive emotion. Clicker is used to teach dogs to do all kinds of things. And the best thing about it is that dogs, when you're using clicker training, love learning. And that's how you clicker train your dog positively.
卡通片中嘅兔仔特別鍾意食紅蘿蔔，但原來現實中兔仔係唔應該以紅蘿蔔做主食㗎。兔仔會食紅蘿蔔嘅謬誤係源於奇勒基堡喺1934年嘅電影《It Happened One Night》嘅經典造型，再經著名動畫師弗里茲費雷林重現喺我哋熟悉嘅卡通片《賓尼兔》。 令我哋深深咁認為兔仔係應該要食紅蘿蔔嘅。事實上，紅蘿蔔含有高糖分，而且無法提供全面嘅營養所需，所以只可以當零食少量咁俾兔仔食㗎咋。
We're inviting you to sign up now to avail of an integrated and revolutionary range of products and privilege exclusively for members. Sign up now, get ready to bring your business to a brand new level.
Vet Central has applied for a wholly owned foreign enterprise license to bring you live televet consultation services, veterinary education classes and workshops, and hopes to have government approval by June of this year. We shall be in touch.